Sergei? Sergei, are you all right? Sergei.
Is morning?
No. No, you were making a lot of noise in your sleep. Are you in pain?
It's dream. It's painful dream.
Honey, you're sweating. Look at you.
Well, you would too if Barry Manilow had, pinned you against the wall and made you to sing Mandy, You Came Without Taking. We were in this shopping mall, and we were in scary food court.
Can it? You are sick, aren't you?
Felicia, this is what you wake me up to tell me.
Physically sick? Tell me, what's wrong with you?
Well, this should be fun. Cindy on the loose, just what we need.
Now, Cindy's the least of our worries compared to what we got camped under our very own roof. I cannot believe this. I mean, Paulina killed Grant, and you knew it. How could you keep that a secret?
I wasn't sure what I'd seen.
Well, let me tell you something. You seemed pretty clear at the police station.
No, before. I mean, look at this. Victoria and Marley were both claiming that they had killed Grant. And I couldn't help them unless I implicated a person that you love very much, so I decided to confess myself. And then when it was discovered that Grant did not die from a blow to the head, I just decided to be quiet. And everything was just going to work out because they had Cindy in custody.
Cindy should be in jail.
And she would have been if you had just left me alone. And now instead, Paulina is about to be arrested.
I'm sorry, Paulina. I'm here to arrest you for the murder of Grant Harrison.
Oh, God, no. You have to come with us. Now?
No. A couple hours. Get a couple hours, right, Tony? Please, a couple hours first, please, Tony. Baby, that will be all right. A couple hours. Give us a couple.
It wouldn't make a difference.
Oh, I hate this, Paulina.
It's okay. I know you're doing your job, Tony. It's okay. It's okay.
Paulina, Corey, Carlino, you are under arrest for the murder.
No, stop! Just stop! Stop! You're not doing this. You're not going to do this, Tony. No, you're not taking her out of here. No, you're not doing this. No.
Worse.
I'm making it worse. Worse. Josie, there's no worse. This is it. I can't believe you're even thinking about this.
Eyewitness, Joe.
No. This is justice? You call this justice, right? The man almost killed Paulina and Dante. She almost had to watch a baby boy burn to death, right? You know that's true, and you know it's true. The tape. You heard the tape. He says it on the... If we had the tape, Josie, if we had the tape, Bear. Oh, you want to talk to me about Bear? I'll give you fair, Josie. I will give you fair. This is fair. This is wrong. In every possible way, this is wrong.
You don't want to be here, Joe. You know that.
Joe.
No! I had enough. Enough. The Bay City justice system stinks.
Joe!
Stinks!
Joe!
No!
This
Grant
is not
Harrison,
enough, please.
stop! Grant Harrison almost killed Paulina and Dante. He's up to his eyeballs in Vicky's kidnapping, right? Does he see the inside of a jail cell? No,
Joe!
never. And we knew what he did.
Joe!
No!
Joe, it's bad enough. Please, you're making it worse.
I will not let them take you. You're not going. I will not let them take you. Do you understand me? No. Tony. Look. No, just look. Paulina. See who it is? It's Paulina. All right. I mean, just for God's sake. For God's sake. I mean, she's got a baby, a little baby boy at home. She has to just take care of him. Take care of him. It's not right.
Judge. Okay. I've been trying so hard to back away from this, and I'll keep trying. And I have conspiracy charges. I have obstruction charges that I'm not going to even look at, Joe, because I know Dante needs a parent at home. I know that.
He needs his mother at home, Tony.
Stop. Will you look at me? Look at me! I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to go to jail. I'm afraid of you losing it, Joe. Please, I need you.
Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. Okay, we'll just get this over with, all right? I will be with you. You have nothing to be afraid of. I'm okay. Nothing to be afraid of. We'll do this now. I'll be with you every step. Arraignment, booking, I will be there for everything. Am I right?
Yeah. We'll do the booking and the charges at the same time.
Okay.
Paulina, you probably want to leave your jewelry here.
What?
They'll take it away during booking, and it's going to be safer here.
Right. It's a good idea. I can't do that. Can't they just let me keep this? I just want to keep my...
They won't, baby, okay? Here.
I can't.
No. Put it on you. I'll take it off, okay? Hey. Look.
Okay.
I'll keep it here until I can put it back on again, okay?
No. Okay. Sarah. Is there anything I need? A toothbrush? It's never been locked up. I don't know.
No, they'll give you all the basics.
Except the lawyer. Bring in our own. We're going to call Cass.
Okay.
Call Cass. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Remy, listen. The sitter gets off at 11:30, and if you could stay with Dante, I'd really appreciate it.
Remy, stop. It's going to be okay.
No, it's not, and it's all my fault.
You keep saying this, but this is not your doing.
Paulina, it is. I'm the one who called in the anonymous tip. I had no idea. Paulina, I just knew that Donna was holding back on something about the murder. And I knew that you and Joe were suspects. I thought that she was keeping quiet to protect her family. I just wanted to help.
Stop. You did the right thing.
Paulina, what is happening is not right.
Remy, you were just trying to help. It's okay.
And now you're going to jail. And I know better than anyone else what it is like to be without a mother. And that is what I have done to Dante. I have taken away his mother, and I will never forgive myself.
No, Paulina's not going away. She's not going away. She'll be back soon, all right? Don't you worry about it. We'll be home for breakfast, right?
That's
We'll
right.
have pancakes.
Blueberry.
Blueberries. Okay? Come on, let's go. When we get this over with, soon we come home. Let's go.
Don't worry about Dante. I'll take care of everything. No, you hate me now, right?
Well, you're right about one thing. I mean, nobody would have been sorry to see Cindy go to jail. Maybe that's why Paulina kept her mouth shut, too.
Yeah, well, you weren't jealous, but I can't stop thinking about it.
She probably felt just the way I did, that we could get you off.
You know, it does make sense, though. I mean, don't you remember how she just completely freaked out when I confessed? How she went off on the DA?
Well, that makes it all better now, doesn't it? She had a guilty conscience, just not guilty enough to speak up.
Oh, I don't know. It's not Paulina.
Excuse me? It is Paulina. She's done this before.
Oh, come on now. Please, don't go there.
Why not?
There's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, okay, Donna?
Jake, it's the same bridge. She shot you, and she remained silent while Marley took the blame.
No, it's not that simple, and that's not who Paulina is now.
Says who?
Hey, we were the ones who were willing to let Marley take the blame.
I wasn't.
All right, I'm saying there's no room for us to judge.
Hold on a second. How can you say that when you're the one that could be in jail right now? I mean, she stood there and cried about you having to leave your boys, but not a word, not one word. While you were being booked, not a word, okay? When you went to prison, not a word. She let you come back here and tell your son that you had killed his father. How can she sit by and let that happen?
I don't know.
I'm going to find out.
No, Jake, wait a minute.
No, I'm going to go to the station.
Look, Paulina has enough to worry about.
You're right. You're right. She betrayed me and you. She's got a lot to worry about.
What is going on? Tell me.
Okay, Felicia. I'll tell you the truth. I'm hungry, and I did not have the chance to eat the snack that you gave to me last night.
You didn't go to the hospital to visit a
And
sick
I
friend,
also
did
have
you?
this interest in that wiggly green food that I saw on the television.
Why
I would
didn't
like
you tell me the truth? Why can't you do that?
Felicia, there's nothing to tell.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Yes, I need to speak to Dr. Farrell, please.
This man, he does not know who I am.
Great. No, I'll hold.
Okay, if you want the truth, I will make confession. I have guilty conscience, and that makes me groan.
Yes, I was transferred to this number. I'm looking for Dr. Farrell.
I go to hospital to steal food, a blanket, and drugs to sell to my friends in the park. I'm only use you to get past the era of immigration and for a place to hide.
You are so filthy.
Go ahead if you want. I'll watch the boys. Go ahead down to the station and see Paulina for yourself.
I don't even know what I'd say. I really don't. Paulina was willing to let me take the blame for killing Grant, but at least with me, she even felt bad about it. Marley begged Jake and me to let her take the blame. But did Paulina know that? No, she didn't. She was just willing to let Marley take the rap.
For the second time. I don't know why you're so surprised.
I'm starting to think Tyrone's right. Everybody's been dumping on Marley for so long now. Maybe just people outside of the family are doing it. God, I'm telling you, I just wish the whole thing would just go away. And I can't even believe that anybody has to pay for killing Grant.
It doesn't seem right, but I know what I saw and I know what I heard.
I'm worried about Paulina. That's it. I just hope Joe can protect her.
I want Paulina arraigned and out tonight.
I'll try.
Call Granger in the clerk's office. He owes me a solid. Get him on the phone, tell him to start calling judges.
I'm on it.
Where's the paperwork on this? Baby, listen. Why don't you sit down, okay? And Cass will be here soon. All right? Yeah. Murder 1.
I didn't write the indictment, Joe. I would have gone for a lesser charge.
You know what this means, Tony?
Yeah, I do. But they think they got premeditation. Cass. Oh, thanks for getting here so fast.
Yeah, I was getting used to these calls. Don't tell me you confessed to killing Grant.
No.
Good.
Tony, listen. My wife needs a place to consult with counsel in private. Your office free?
Your office? And yes, it is.
Thanks.
Oh, Tony, I need a copy of the indictment right away, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, Blue, why don't you sit down, okay? You gotta stand a lot while you're being booked.
I'm okay, really. Okay.
Yeah, you both look just swell. So talk to me.
I did it. I killed Grant, but it was self-defense.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
It was after his speech, after Vicky clocked him over the head. Everyone left the room. I went in. I thought he was dead. Everyone did it. He had an envelope, and I had to get it.
What envelope?
You remember how he went on and on about a criminal in the Carlino family? It was me. I had a baby when I was 16, and I sold him.
Grant found out he was trying to blackmail us.
True to form, right to the last. Okay, what happened?
Well, I tried to reach in and get the envelope, but he came to grab my throat, and I tried to pull away, but it was like a vice, and I couldn't get him to let go, and I started to black out, so I just strangled him. I couldn't get him to let go, Cass. It was the only way. You got to help me.
Okay. I'll argue self-defense. There was no premeditation, no evidence anywhere that says you went into that room to finish him off?
No, there couldn't be. I didn't want to lay a hand on him. I just wanted to get that piece of paper.
Good. Now, before I go back out there are 2 things you need to know. First, I'll fight like hell for you.
Good. That's why we called you.
Second, I hate ambushes. So is there anything else I need to know? Anything else you should tell me?
Yes.
No. No, there's not. Not a thing.
I can't believe the mess I made.
You thought you were doing the right thing.
What, by ratting somebody out?
You did the right thing. Even when you thought it was going to hurt one of us. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you.
You're proud that I got Paulina thrown in jail. Nick, she was like the closest thing. She was like a mother to me.
That's right. She's like a mother. That means she's already forgiven you.
Oh, God, it doesn't matter because I can't face her. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. Nick, I can't, okay? I can't. I can't sit here and listen to you tell me what a good girl I've been.
I was just going to offer to give you a ride.
Thank you, but I'd rather be alone.
Hey, Remy, what's going on? Is
It's
everything all
not
right?
me. It's Paulina. She's been arrested for murder.
Already?
And Tito, it's all my fault. I called in an anonymous tip to the cops that I thought would help, but it landed Paulina in jail, and you have got to get down there. You've got to help her out.
I can't. I'm out of here tonight.
You can't leave, Tito. She needs you.
Well, she's the one that wants me to leave.
Because she loves you, and she's worried about you. She doesn't want to see you get hurt.
Well, that works for me.
Hey, Tito. She is at the police station. They're gonna lock her up. Don't you think that she could use just a little bit of your support
Look,
right
she
now?
needs a good lawyer, not me.
Why? Why are you leaving?
Remy, look, a police captain's wife has gotten arrested. You want to stay in a town like that?
You are the most ungrateful pig. If that was my mother, I would be down there right now. I wouldn't let her be scared and lonely for 1 second without me
Okay,
there.
fine. Oh, save it for your boyfriend. Where's Nick anyway?
I sent him away. I couldn't really face anybody right now.
Then come with me. Look, if that's true, what you just said, if that's true, then there's nothing left here for you either.
That wasn't a very good group answer, boys and girls. I don't like being lied to before we even get through booking. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Is there something else I should know?
Joe's right. I'm being silly.
Be silly. Now's the time.
I don't want anyone to know what Grant had on me. I want to protect my son.
Of course you do. And I can't promise you that we can do that, but I will make every effort.
Joe, you hooked up.
Mikey came through?
The judge is on his way to the courthouse. You have your arraignment.
Oh, great. Thanks, Joseph.
Did you call in a marker?
Yeah, I calling everything I got on this one. They're charging murder 1. Okay, but I promised Paulina we'll be home for breakfast. Right?
Absolutely.
Good.
Let's bail you out of this joint. I'll go get the paperwork.
Thanks. Hey. You don't worry. We get you through the hearing, you get your bail, and we're home. Okay? Honey, it's almost over. All right.
I'm glad you're here.
Where else am I going to be?
Home with Dante. I almost asked you to go home and be with him, but God forgive me, I didn't.
Honey, Dante's asleep. Okay? He doesn't know the difference. By the time he does know the difference, he's going to be throwing cereal at you over the breakfast table.
Hey. I understand you guys are looking for a character witness, and I'd like to volunteer. I was going to start with a story about how you shot me and then let Marley take the rap. Does that sound familiar?
Please let me just talk to him alone a minute, please. It's okay, please.
Just a minute, all right? You don't have a lot of time.
Jake, I'm sorry.
came to you. I came to you as a friend. As a friend, Paulina. When we both thought Vicky had killed Grant, you were more than willing to let Marley take the rap for that murder. More than willing.
I thought just like you did. Marley was in enough trouble, and in her mental state, she would have gotten off easier.
Easier than what, you? I can't even believe you're saying this. How could you let Marley turn herself in, huh? How could you let Vicky confess to this?
Jake, I swear she never would have been arraigned. I would have confessed before she went to jail.
How can I believe that?
Because you know me as well as I know you.
Oh, no, you don't know me. Don't say you know me. If you know me, you would have come to see me, because I would have done anything for you.
I didn't think I needed any help. I thought Cindy would be convicted for Grant's murder. Do you think I'd feel bad because Grant is dead? Hell, no. It was self-defense, and I'd do it again. Do you think I'd lose any sleep if Cindy were behind bars? Would you?
You're right. There'd have been some justice in that. But no truth. See, that's why I'm having a hard time recognizing you, Paulina. Because I remember, it seemed to me that truth mattered to you.
We got a judge at the courthouse now. We got him out of a golf banquet, so we got to go. Come on, let's go.
Tell Vicky I do love her.
God, you have a funny way of showing it.
You sit here in your American palace and you talk to me about what is real? You even say to yourself, I'm kind of greedy and I have a very hard life when I am young. You know nothing. Nothing in America can compare to what it is like in Russia, where there are long months of winter and there's no work, no food. Thousands of little babies, they're put in the street because they cannot feed them. And old people, they sell their house to mafia because you know what mafia will do? Mafia will kill them. And you know what they sell their house for? They sell their house for the price of one bag of food. I have seen this. I have lived this. Ugliness. This is real. I will not do this anymore. I will create my own real.
The way that your people live, it is horrible. And there is nothing in this country that is quite the same as that. And you know what? If I had seen that, I may tell the same stories as you do. Silly, isn't it? Because you know what? I do tell the same stories. And but you know what? They don't work. They don't. You can't lie to get your version of what is real. Life doesn't work that way. And your stories, they can't protect you, honey.
But I will protect myself. I will have my big success.
No.
And that will protect me. This is all foolish.
Listen to me. Success isn't going to keep you from illness. From losing the people that you love the most. You know what? It doesn't matter how much money you got in the bank. It's all the same. And if you can't handle that...
But I can handle. I can make my success, and no one will tell me what I can and what I cannot do.
Who's going to do that? Who's going to tell you what to do? The immigration people? Is that who? There's more to this. I know there is. Why aren't you telling me what it is? Just can't you please tell me? Just tell me.
There's nothing wrong, Bush. Nothing that you will ever understand.
a.k.a. Greg Swanson.
Who is that clown?
He's a very, very unfunny fellow.
Must be new. Never saw him at the DA's office before. What's he doing here?
Giving lawyers a bad name?
Like they needed help.
Trust me, Greg Swanson likes lawyer jokes. He lives to prove them true.
Part 2, Superior Court of Bay County. The state of Illinois is now in session. Judge Anthony Walker presiding.
Oh, God, it had to be him.
What, you know Walker?
I told him off after the murder. He hates Joe.
Oh, this gets better. Be seated. Let's get this over with.
I'm not leaving.
Who are you going to stay for?
Paulina! And
Nick, who you can't even face because you feel so bad. I mean, why have somebody like that in your life?
it is not his fault, Tito.
That is bull! You think he really cares? You think he understands? Because if he did, you think he would have left you? When you pushed him away? No, he would have stuck by your side.
I am the one that messed up here, and now I am the one that is going to stay here, and I'm going to make it better.
But Hermie, you already tried. Look what happened. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Okay, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's this town. This town lives by some very messed up rules.
No, Tito. It's me.
No, it's not. It's not you. Okay, it's them. It's them. All right, I promise. I promise everything's gonna be all right. Okay?
Jake has his cell phone off. I just talked to Josie, and she said he left the station a while ago.
Any word on Paulina?
She's being arraigned.
Well, then that's where he is. He probably wants to see her get thrown in jail. What is with you? What do you mean, what is with me? I'm just being honest. You have to admit Jake is not exactly a forgiving man.
Okay, now, are we talking about Paulina now, or...?
No, actually, I was thinking about Marley. I get the feeling that you're willing to help Marley get out on bail.
I would like to, but...
But Jake has gotten up on this perch of the high moral ground, and you're letting him do it, right?
Letting him? Excuse me. Jake is afraid Marley isn't well yet. And if there aren't consequences for...
Consequences? You don't think she's paid enough?
Look, I know what you're saying, but that's just the way Jake feels.
Yeah, and you agree with it.
No, I'm not going to do anything without Jake agreeing.
Since when did you ever do anything that Jake wanted you to do? We're talking about your sister here.
I know that.
Your sister, who was put through hell and back before she even did what she did, who deserves to build a life that does not involve potholders.
Okay, please don't make me choose between my husband and my sister.
I'm not making... Jake's the one that's making you do that.
Can't you understand he's worried about my safety?
Darling, Tyrone is going to drag us all into court one by one, and we're going to have to choose what we're going to do.
Oh, now I understand this all is making sense. You are afraid of being dragged into court.
I am worried about the two of you. The best thing that I've seen in the last couple of months is you and your sister taking steps towards one another. And if he drags us into trial, that could ruin every single thing that's happened between the two of you.
Fine. I'll talk to Jake, but not tonight.
All right, we've entered a plea of not guilty. I'm now ready to entertain motions regarding bail.
It's the state's position that bail in this case is completely unwarranted. The charge is murder in the first degree, and the defendant presents a significant flight risk. The defendant was discovered with a suitcase full of cash. I think it's clear that her intention was to flee before she could be taken into custody.
Objection. Counsel does not have a crystal ball. She has no idea what was in my client's mind.
Let me guess. She was going to wallpaper the kitchen with 20s.
Objection, Your Honor. May I respond to this? The cash the police confiscated was a perfectly legal withdrawal from Mrs. Carlino's trust fund.
That she got by forging a signature.
There's no charge of forgery here.
The day is young.
Your Honor, I'd like to stick to the matter at hand.
Let's just get on with this.
My client poses no flight risk. Everything she loves is here in Bay City, including a 2-year-old son who needs her very much.
Has she got a deal in place to sell him?
Would someone instruct the ADA to keep his mouth shut until he has the floor?
All right.
I mean, who is handling the motion for the state here, anyway?
Excuse me, Counselor, but I've got the big hammer. And when I pound it, it means I get to speak, and everyone else gets to listen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is arguing the motion?
I am, Your Honor. I apologize for my co-counsel. He's a little overzealous, but it's understandable. Because the cold-blooded murder of Mayor Harrison has shaken this community to...
Finish with the arguments for bail.
With all due respect, Your Honor, that this is part of my argument. I think it would be sending a horrible message to the community to let an accused murderer go home. It might be construed that the reason she was allowed to do so is that she comes from a wealthy family and she's the wife of the captain of police.
Counselor?
As I stated earlier, Mrs. Carlino has no reason to leave town. For one thing, she's eager to clear her name. And as I started to say before, she has a business here in town, she has ties to the Corey family, and most importantly, she has a young child at home.
Children are portable, Your Honor.
And profitable.
Anything else on bail?
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with a horrible crime. There are no ties to the community, no desire to have us think well of her, and no amount of bail significant enough to guarantee her appearance. We ask that bail be denied.
Your Honor, Mrs. Carlino will provide ample bail. She and her husband will sign over all of their assets on bond, if need be, to get her home to her child.
All right, I've heard both the arguments from the defense and the state, and I'm ready to make my ruling. Mrs. Carlino, would you please rise?
Please. I do.
Okay, for only 1 minute.
Yeah, here. Let me do this. Okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. Dr. Farrell, please. It's urgent. Dr. Farrell, yes. I met you earlier this afternoon with Sergei Razunsky. Yes. Yes. He's burning up with fever, and he seems to be in an awful lot of pain. Really? I see. Oh, my God. Yes, of course. Yes, as soon as possible. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I'm sorry.
All right, now that is a habit that we're going to start breaking right now.
What?
All this apologizing, you don't owe me an apology.
Tito, you just found your mother. And I took her away.
Yeah, well, I've lived pretty much all my life without a mom. I can do it again. Besides, I found her. I know who she is. I know where she's at. And I know that she is a wonderful person. And that's all that really matters, right?
Don't try to make it better for me.
Get a grip, Remy.
You know what, I gotta go. I promised Joe that I'd take care of Dante till the morning when they get back.
Wait. You think they're gonna spring her?
Yeah, you seem to.
Well, I'll go with you then.
I thought you were leaving.
Well, no, I can't. Can't leave you like this with those red eyes and that swollen face. You'll never get another date in your life. I'll stick by you. Anytime.
In a case such as this, a high-profile crime, first-degree murder charge, I would be remiss if I granted even a high bail. Bail denied. Paulina, Corey, Carlino, you are hereby remanded to a county facility until such time as you stand trial for the murder of Grant Harrison.
Your Honor, there is precedent for bail in such cases.
You're welcome to offer it into the record.
Will we get a hearing?
You've already had a hearing.
Your Honor, before Mrs. Carlino is remanded, we asked for a few hours so that she can make arrangements for the care of her child.
She can make telephone calls.
Your Honor, we're talking about a 2-year-old child here. Phones don't make a lot of sense to them. All we're asking is a few hours so that she can do this under police escort. She will be in custody the whole time.
Mrs. Carlino is granted 3 hours under police escort to handle her affairs until incarceration.
That worked well. Good cop, bad cop.
My office, 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, kid. It's always an uphill battle with Murder One, but Judge Walker never gave us a chance.
That's my fault.
No, it's not. Walker's Grant's boy, Paulina. He always was. So don't you worry about it. Cass is going to start throwing paper at him tomorrow morning, right, Cass?
I am.
Good.
Clock's ticking, kids, so, you better get going. Yeah. Hey, nice show, Grego. I don't think I've ever seen June quite so impressed.
I got it all on the record. That means it'll be in the papers tomorrow.
Nothing like a little arsenic in the jury pool, is there?
War as hell, Winthrop. Get a helmet. I'm sorry.
I'll just go home.
I blew this. I'm supposed to protect you.
You couldn't protect me from myself, Joe. Stop. It's gonna be okay. I promise. Okay? Stop. Come here. Stay tuned for scenes from tomorrow's show. I need you to get Tim for me. Bring Tim here for me, please.
You have someone in your life that is willing to do anything for you. Even murder.
Stark wants Amanda.
Where's Amanda?
What, she just disappeared?
No one just disappears.
NBC Tonight. On an all-new Providence, Sid discovers that her patient's stomach flu is really the result of slow poisoning by his wife, followed by powerful all-new episodes of Dateline and Homicide. Tonight, NBC Sunday, a peace movement leader with a secret dark side, a beautiful girl who became his victim, an international manhunt based on a true story, the NBC motion picture event, The Hunt for the Unicorn Killer. NBC Sunday. Chat with fellow fans of your favorite NBC TV programs, all while you're watching TV. Primetime, daytime, and TNBC. It all happens online at nbc.talkcity.com. Join the conversation.